In this video, I will show you how to check pivots and bushings for wear. Also, I will be stoning the leading and trailing faces of the pallets. Alright, let's start to put the movement back together again. Put the main wheel from the going side train. That's a tiny bit too big, that piece of PVC pipe. I'll have to turn one that's a bit smaller than that. Now the second wheel goes there, and the escape wheel goes there. Right, we'll put the back plate on and check and see how these pivots are. They should all be pretty good because it's a 30-hour movement and there's very little stress on the pivots and the bushings, but we'll put them in and check them anyway. That one's in. Now we'll get the escape wheel goes into there. I think they're in all right now. Yep, they look okay. I'll put a couple of nuts on two of these pillars, tighten them down just a little bit once I get a start on them. And the great wheel's come out of its pivot, and I'll put that in again. Just about there, but not quite. I'll have to lift that plate up a little bit more. That's that one. Right, second wheel's come out. I'll tighten that down a tiny bit. I'll have to check the star wheel, which has come out also. On the other side, pull that back, put it into there, that's got him. I'll hold that. Now we need the escape wheel. Actually, the second wheel's out. Just about there. And the escape wheel's got to come back a little bit this time. And down a fraction. Very close. Not a lot of light in there to see where the bushing hole is, but that's got him. We're going to click in then. Let's see what we got. All right. They're all in place now. I'll put a nut on this pillar here. Not as particularly easy, these small nuts with gloves on, but we don't want to put any oil from our skin on the plates and tarnish them, so I'll tighten those couple of nuts up. Not very much, just enough to hold them. That one, that one. Alright, things will stay in place now, so we'll spin the great wheel round and we'll just check the pivots. I don't think we're going to have any problem. No, that's alright. Second wheel, that one there. No. First wheel. The great wheel. Well, it is the first wheel, but it's called the great wheel. That one there. The escape wheel. No. That guy there. First wheel. No, they're all okay. Right. Well, they spin nice and freely. Now we'll put the strike side train in and we'll check them. Take the nuts off first. Loosen them up. Spin them off. Remove the back plate. Take the components out, put them on our foam block. And now we'll put the strike side in. Great wheel goes in first, goes there. Warning wheel goes there. And the fly goes there. That bushing there. Alright. Back plate on again. Let's move, we need that to be up a little bit. I'll put a nut on this pillar here. End of my gloves bending over, catching in the road, but that'll do for the moment. Now, come up here to the warning wheel, which is there, and the fly goes there, and they're all in place now. Right, I'll just tighten this first one down. The first nut, I won't bother putting on a second one. Now check the pivots. That guy there, nope, he's alright. Warning wheel, nope, and that one there. The fly, nope. And we'll work down this time, the fly and then the warning wheel. And the great wheel, that one there. Nope, everything's looking okay, as we imagined. Alright, now put the going side train in. Take the back plate off first. Now before we put the rest of the wheels in, we've got to put this lift lever in. And that goes there. Check to make sure it's down all the way. That's where it goes. Now we've got a circlip to put back on that, being that one there. So I'll grab that in a pair of pliers and push it onto there, and then clip it back in like so. Okay, that's in. Now we can go back to putting the parts back in again. Great wheel, lift it up and slide it under there. Warning wheel goes there. The fly goes there. And the going side train, great wheel, second wheel goes there, and the escape wheel goes there. Alright, that's all the wheels in place there now. Right, now before we put the back plate on, you remember I said there was a couple of little marks on the pallets. That side and that side there. So we're going to stone them rather lightly with a couple of stones. I've set up my little 2-inch bench vise here, which I've tightened down. Now the pallets are going to be stoned. So we set the arbor in our 2-inch bench vise so that the top of the pallets, which are there, are parallel to the desk. That gives us a point of reference for what we're doing. Now we'll start off with an India stone, holding it on both ends. We very carefully run it across the top of the pallet, keeping the stone parallel to the face of the pallet. Alright, it doesn't take very much, and you've got to be very slow and very careful with this so you don't damage things. Now we'll use the Degusset stone, which is a synthetic ruby stone. Follow the same pattern as before. Medium pressure, just running across the face of the pallet. And that is about all it takes. The mark's gone from there now. We'll turn it round and look at the other pallet. So we want that to be parallel to the desk again. India stone. Slowly run across the face. And then back to the synthetic ruby stone. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now we'll check inside, and I think they look alright actually, but I'll just very lightly run over the tip of the pallet to make sure that it's square. The leading pallet and also the trailing pallet. Keeping it parallel, and there's not much room to move there. You can see that those two faces are nice and shiny now, so we've done our job. Alright, we'll now put that into the movement. Now we'll put the pallets and crutch into the movement. They go in through the back plate that way. Find its bushing hole to put it in. Down it goes. Now, once we align some pillars, the bottom of the movement down here, but we've missed the great wheel. Get that pivot aligned first. Let's have a look and see. We'll spin the strike side, it's spinning nice and freely. Now we'll spin the going side. I'll put some pressure on the wheel, pulling it down, and there you can see the pallets and the crutch kicking away furiously. Alright, so everything there is now aligned.